pimping, leaning, and fiending. Some say I'm dreaming, but I know I'm scheming. I'm an educated man with a doctor's degree from S.W.U, Sidewalk University, pimping, leaning, and fiending.
Unity is the most important thing that we need right now. Anybody divided won't be able to stand alone.
That night a poet was born. Watts was like the bottom of the totem pole. Oh, you know, the Creole started at the top. And then as you come on down, they come on, turn down Central. It got worse when you got to Watts. That's the lowest you could get. They had mud streets out there and stuff. So we had our own kind of style. We had to have it. And our own walk, our own dance. It wasn't like that at first, but it just sort of came like that. But we all mixed. We always all mixed. It wasn't like gangbanging in it, since it was. But it was just a very interesting, lively community, man. We took care of our families. We took care of our houses. We took care of our community. You know, during the riot, my parents and them didn't steal nothing. They didn't want nothing that had been stolen.
You know what I want right now? I want another child. Bring her here for glory, where she can get here and get all the good candy. And that's the God's truth. God is our glory, and God is our holy.
It's just dignity.
There you go.
This tastes good.
I know.
Take a mouth.
Okay.
It tastes better.
Uh-huh.
God to give us our glory. Amen. Thank you, dear God, for our business. Amen.
Amen.
What's up, y'all? This is the boy O.F.T.B from the rap group O.F.T.B. I'm chilling in Washington. My project.
You ain't got enough cheese to sign me, or enough bling to blind me. Then gotta keep me grinding and watch life living while you find me. On the side is my homie and my grinding. We go together like O.F.T.B and Steinman. Ever since Lil Rascal, we been called the Haslow. O.F.T.B, we had obstacles to pass, and we ain't never went snap.
Well, I really started gangbanging when I got to Markham. So, you know, I learned a lot from just being here on how to sell dope, how to smoke weed, how to steal, how to rob, how to do everything negative you learn when you get to junior high school. You start learning all these negative things because it's all around you. When you're on your way to school, you see it. After school, you see it. And if you like me, you do a lot of ditching, you see a lot more because you out there ditching and you out there with the drug dealers, the pimps, the gangbangers, you out there with all of them.
All of my basic education came from events and basically from jail. That was my university. No, in 1965 I was in prison. In fact, I think I was I in the crazy house? I think that's where I was because I went to my doctor and told him I saw my house burning on TV. And and he gave me a phone call to see if it was true. But I got out not long after. I got out early 66. And I came around to the workshop in late 66, early 67. That's when I started coming around the workshop. And how I got to the workshop was I just gotten out of jail and I didn't have any place to go, really. Partner had got me a house. That guy I told you that I'd saved his friendship. And I didn't have a job or anything. And so they had what they call CEDAR programs. Every day they had a board that they had jobs. They'd let you know you could go out and work. So I'd go just about every morning, but they wasn't having any jobs. But I had acquired a habit of scribbling on paper and throwing it away. Never knowing what I scribbled, but I just scribbled. And so when I'd be sitting out there in the morning waiting to see what they're going to put up on the board and stuff, see if anything came in, I'd be scribbling and paper. And when I leave, I throw it away. And so one day I was sitting there, and this guy came up to me, O.D. Hawkins. He's got about 30 or 40 novels now, or different kind of books. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Man," he said, "you're a writer?" I said, "No, man, I'm not no writer." I said, I don't even know nothing about English. So he said, "Would you go to a writing class with me?" I think there's something wrong with him now. I said, I said, "Will they have something to eat there?" He said, "Yeah, they have some." He laughed, and they have some kind of herbs or something. So he took me that night. He picked me up, and he took me to the Watts Writers Workshop. I didn't know he was the instructor. So we go in, and these people are sitting in this circle, and they're reading their poetry. So it went all around the room, and then they got to me. And they said, "Sir, what are you going to read?" I said, I don't have anything to read. I said, "This guy just asked me to come, and that's why I'm here. I don't know anything about this, and I don't have anything to read." And the guy who brought me said, "Yes, you do." And he reached in his pouch, and he pulled out a stack of those little papers I had been throwing in the trash can. And he told me, "Read him this." And I read it, and that night a poet was born. They knew, they just loved it. I was shocked. I mean, I had low self-esteem, out of jail, broke, everything, but they set a fire to my soul because they let me know who I was that night. And that was the beginning of me doing my poetry.
I learned to love your community and the people that's in it and be respectable to all your elders and everybody around you. I was taught those very early in life. Yeah, I met Amde in 1992 when we dropped our first album called Straight Up Watts. We had sampled them because we used to be listening to their album. We didn't know them. We used to listen to their album when we was making our records. So we had sampled Amde on a couple of songs.
But rap, as I said, it didn't ever change. You can go in Mexico and they rapping in Spanish, They rapping with their instruments and their style, with their issues. That's what it was intended to be.
So he had somehow got the CD. He came right on the street, right to that house with the CD and said, "Where's these dudes at right here?" No programs for the kids to go to learn anything different from what they learning today, or to even know their history, to know where they came from and what they're doing. So we don't have enough programs for these kids to go to learn anything, to keep them out of trouble at a young age.
O.D. Hawkins, remember the guy who founded me as a writer? He happened to be getting the poets. Started not to go. He called me a couple of times. "Man, come on down." Because I didn't know anything about recording or anything. It wasn't nothing like that for us out there. We were just poets. And so I finally went down. And when I got there, and I asked them, "Well, what's the name of this album?" And they said, "Black Voices on the Streets in Watts." And I was kind of abrasive at that time. And I said, but nobody in here is from Was. And I mean, I got really kind of upset. And I had a back spasm, laying on my back. I couldn't stand up. And they had started to record me. And each poet was supposed to do 3 poems. So everybody had done their 3, and it got to me. I said, no, mic me right here. Mic me right here. And they mic'd me laying on the floor like that, and that's where I did the rest of that album. And everybody on there did 3 poems apiece. I did 9. I became the feature poet. Not intentionally. I just did my poetry, and that's what Lou Drozen and David Drozen chose to do that album.
You need the workshops. They need to be talking to elder people. They need to be going places and seeing stuff and having some kind of opportunities presented to them so they can have some other avenues to go instead of coming outside and gang banging or just getting caught up with somebody else gang banging, all the negative stuff that comes with just being in this environment. So you got to change the environment.
All of my poems are slices of my life. Every last one of them. What you said when they kicked drugs and stuff like that, well, that was a major turning point in my life with the poem. I've had plenty of fun and shot plenty of dope and often thought there was no hope. But being a man who thought, I fought and searched for the key that would set me free from a hype, hustling hard day and night. Out one cage and into another, not even knowing I had a mother, a sister, or a brother. Heavy felonies each and every day, never ever knowing when I might get blown away, taking folks' stuff away. Dope dealers inflating their egos from the cries of the damned. Let me go short this time, man. Take my coat or even my hat, see anything else you want, let me know, Jack. 'Cause I'm trying to put another mark in this track. Scheming and treacherous. Watch me when I come around, 'cause I'll do anything to get out. Sick days in so many ways, reason crushed from so much pain. It's a miracle I didn't go insane. Searching for a way to get away. To God I went, in confused sincerity I beg. God, show me the path that leads away from addiction. Over and over I beg the Lord to give me a hand. Disillusion, hurt, and still hooked. I dug deeper and deeper into the little black book and continued on, searching. I told me not to play games 'cause it's not necessary us being the same. Deep within each other we went, weakness I found. So me began to plant fresh and new seeds and pull the weeds. I taught me patience, courage, and order thinking. Me showed I had a path to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now I'm free. So glad I met Black me.